Hi, I'm Colleen Conroy, licensed acupuncturist from Revive Ear Seeds and Acupuncture, a mobile acupuncture and ear seeding business in upstate New York. Today, I wanted to tell you the benefits of having acupuncture in a community setting. That's mostly how I practice, and it's a little bit different from what you might have experienced if you've had acupuncture before. Especially in this country, a lot of times when we go to an acupuncturist, it's almost like going for a massage where you're just going to see the provider one-on-one and you're in a room by yourself with them, and you go in and you have your session and it's like an hour and then you leave and that's it. So community style is a little bit different, and what I mean by community style is that you're treated in a room with other people around you, and yeah, you're all in the same room. So it's a little bit of a different experience, and there are certain reasons why I prefer that over the one-on-one type of acupuncture. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. So when I was first in acupuncture school back in like the early aughts, I got turned on to this community style of practicing acupuncture, and it just really resonated with me for a lot of reasons. Its effectiveness and its accessibility. I really believe that acupuncture should be available for everyone. It's difficult accessing any healthcare for a lot of people these days in this country, and I'm hoping that practicing this way with my business being community style as well as mobile, which is like a whole nother level, that really allows more people to experience the benefits of acupuncture and ear seeding. I noticed when I moved to the West Coast that the community style of acupuncture was really, really popular out there. I felt like every street had their own community clinic. Certainly, every neighborhood had their own community clinic. And in fact, knew somebody who moved to Oregon from New York because they had chronic health conditions, and acupuncture was really effective in treating the conditions, but they just couldn't afford it unless it was done in that community style, and they needed to like literally move across the country to have more access to that. Um, so yeah, I did work in a lot of community clinics, or not a lot, several community clinics back in my early days as an acupuncturist, which really helped form how I treat and my approach. So yeah, the top reasons I think that I prefer community style for most people is, first of all, you get to be together with other people. So you can come with a friend or a family member. It's really nice, especially if you've never had acupuncture before. Maybe you're a little bit nervous. You don't have to go alone, and then you'll see other people all around you relaxing and enjoying their treatments. And I think that helps to calm your nerves if you're a little nervous when you see everyone else kind of in the same room just enjoying their treatment and having a good time. There's like a sense of community and a healing energy that happens when we're all in the same room having this experience together. So another reason I prefer community style acupuncture for most people is because you don't have to undress. You don't have to take your clothes off. The points are typically done on the hands and feet and ears, maybe like the upper arms and or lower arms and lower legs as well. So it's just accessible, and just more comfortable for a lot of people to not have to take their clothes off. Um, and that's totally fine. Like you can treat like pretty much anything from these points on the arms and the legs and the ear. Uh, in Chinese medicine, we have these channels that go throughout the body, and that's kind of what we're working with when we are putting the needles in, is points on these channels. And all the channels begin and end on the hands and feet. So you can access all of these channels just by working on the hands and feet. You don't need to put a needle directly in the area of pain or whatever the issue is. It doesn't work like that. Um, so yeah, like you can get results just fine with doing hands and feet and ears. The ears, in fact, doing using acupuncture needles and stimulating points in the ear is its own discipline called auriculotherapy. Many acupuncturists do it with needles, though, so then it like becomes acupuncture. So with using the ears, again, it's just like in reflexology, it's a map of the whole body, so you can really treat anything, even just with the ears alone. You don't even like need the hands and feet. So just tons of stuff you can do with just those areas that don't involve getting undressed. Again, very much more comfortable for a lot of people, and just easy to access. So you don't have to take the time undressing and redressing. And for people with mobility issues or whatever, that can be, a difficult part of going for another service is, trying to like, if you have a frozen shoulder and get your shirt off, that's difficult for some people. But with community style, you don't have to do that. Um, and there are several acupuncture groups out there that almost like treat exclusively in this style, like using the ears or what we call distal points. Um, so that is Acupuncturists Without Borders and what a group called NADA, the National Acupuncture Detox Association. They treat primarily with treating people with addiction issues. And these groups have been around for years. And in fact, they will teach lay people to do these points in the ears because they are so effective and so easy. And when you're using the ears, you're just kind of using a set formula of points, for especially for the detox treatment, and you're not like diagnosing anybody, so really anybody can do it. So yeah, that's just an example of this type of treatment being used widely throughout the country and throughout the world, because Acupuncture Without Borders travels all over the world and treats communities after disasters, and even teaches people within those communities to administer the treatments themselves. And again, it's all done just like with your ear, sitting in a chair in a group setting, really convenient, really easy, and really effective. So another reason that I love community style acupuncture, and one of the things that makes it so accessible, is that it is cost effective. So um, when you're having a one-on-one acupuncture treatment and your acupuncturist is like with you and only you that whole time, you have to pay for their time. They're only with you for like that whole hour. So you're going to pay more money than if they're treating a bunch of people in one room. They maybe are treating 4 to 8 people in an hour. And then that hourly rate can kind of be broken down. You're probably going to pay a smaller dollar amount. Like I try to keep my treatments, no more than $50. And again, that just makes it cost effective. More people can afford that. And often with acupuncture, you need multiple treatments to work on an issue. So again, it's easier to come for 10 treatments when you're paying $50 than it is to come for 10 treatments when you're paying $100. So that's another thing that I love that increases its effectiveness, because the more acupuncture you can get, the better results you're going to see. So yeah, that's another reason I love community style acupuncture. And another reason that I love this style and why it's so effective is, again, because your acupuncturist is going to be seeing more people per hour. They are likely to have gained a lot more experience over their course of their career as an acupuncturist. A community style acupuncturist might see like maybe like 50 people in a day, depending on how busy their clinic is. But if somebody's doing just like a one-on-one, they're only seeing maybe like 8, maybe 10 people a day, something like that. So you just, as an acupuncturist, you gain experience quickly in that like hands-on real life practice when you're just the volume of people that you're seeing. So, community style acupuncturists get really good really fast, and they're really good at being really fast. They're good at streamlining and zeroing in on what points do we need. We can do them quickly, and yeah, finding the points and choosing the right points, and just really adept at using needles as the primary focus of the treatment and letting the needles do the work. And needles are in, you rest, the needles are working, you come back and take the needles out. So that's all the reasons that I love community acupuncture in most instances. Now there are some instances where you might need a more personal, like one-on-one acupuncture visit. And like I said, most people will do fine with the community style. The times where you might need a one-on-one visit would be if you needed like what we would call an adjunctive technique, something that is in addition to needles. So maybe you need moxibustion, which is a medicinal herb that's burned either like directly on the skin or on the needle or just like above the skin, or gua sha, which is a scraping tool that sometimes we use in acupuncture, or cupping, which is the suction cups. Um, so those kinds of things, or if you wanted cosmetic acupuncture that has like a lot of needles in the face, usually that's, not really, it's kind of difficult to do in a community setting. You'd really need like a one-on-one for that. So if you're somebody that needs an adjunctive technique, you're gonna have to probably not do community style. You would want to go to just like a one-on-one acupuncturist, because the community setting doesn't really work as well for doing those services because they are a little bit more involve more time needing to be like hands-on with you. So, and I would, of course, tell you if you're one of those people that I think needs those additional services, and we can make arrangements for that. But again, most people with like the common conditions that I treat, like back pain, neck pain, headaches, digestive issues, like things that I see all the time, community style will be fine for you. So I encourage you to give a community style acupuncture treatment a try, and I hope that I'll see you at one of my upcoming events, or if you want to book your own session in your home or workplace, you can visit nyrevive.com and fill out the booking form. Thank you. Bye.